Okay, part two, as usual. Okay, I know I was in the middle of reading the Isis Oracle, but you basically got the gist of that. You know, it's about the spoken word. It's about the intonations, incantations. It's about even your tone of voice, right? But I felt compelled to, with the Sun card, right? I said, "No, let me get a little bit more clarification." So I said, let me pull some cards. The first one that came out was the Queen of Pentacles. Now, this right here is me all day, every day. Me and my four babies. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, maybe they don't feel special because maybe you have to direct your attention to all of them, to their upkeep. You may have a job. You may, there's a lot going on, right? And maybe your babies are having nightmares. Maybe there are entities attacking them at night. Maybe. Yes. I know my daughter has dreams all the time. You know, well, like I said, maybe they're bored. Maybe they're feeling unloved. Maybe they're the middle child. Maybe they're the third child. And, they feel like they're not getting enough attention from you. So just be aware of that. And if they're having nightmares, hey, put crystals under their pillow. Put crystals under their bed if you have to. Sage out. Whatever you have to do. Try to, or even separate time. One day, one each child, or I don't know how, you got to work it out with your money. But, a mommy and me day, where it's just you and one child. Then you take a turn, you and one child. I try to implement that. Sometimes you forget. Sometimes you get caught up in, the maintenance, the bills, the rent. You know what I'm saying? But you have to include that time with your children. You have to be mindful of it. If you haven't taken them out, if you haven't taken them to Chuck E. Cheese in a minute, And I see it. I even see it in one of my sons. You know what I'm saying? They get bitter. Right? So that shed a little bit more light on that. Sorry, my allergies are starting again. And I pulled another Isis card. Go ahead. Here. Go ahead. Don't throw it. Don't throw it. You break it.
No, don't.
Okay.
No, thank you.
Go.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
And the Serpent of Fire came out. Right? Priestess of the Serpent Sisterhood. Isis, priestess of the Serpent Sisterhood and queen of the Serpent of Fire, guide you through transformation now. As your energy field grows stronger and old energies are burned away in the process of your growth. And that looks like fire in the background. Right? Trust that you are growing and you are more capable than you have been previously. Do not assess your current ability based on past standards as they no longer apply to you. You are stronger and more powerful now than you have been before. You need to learn afresh what you are capable of, and Isis helps you now. The serpent headpiece of Isis represents the inner fire serpent or Kundalini as it rises in accordance with spiritual growth. That's what this underlying Ace of Wands is. Okay? And empowerment. This happens when the time is right and we are ready. I said, where is it? Where is it? It was the underlying card for this. Yes, perfect timing. Right? Okay. It is important to realize that as your inner energy and power is growing out, You will need to get used to new levels of strength. This means that you will need to adjust your sense of your own abilities to meet your new levels of energetic empowerment. You will need to realize you are capable of more than you previously were, and also you may need to temper your behavior to take into account the greater power and effect of your words, thoughts, and actions. When you grow stronger, your words, thoughts, actions, and intentions gather potency more so than before. Your responsibility for what you put out into the world grows too. In the same way that a drop of water causes less movement than a tsunami, your emotions and words will have a bigger effect because the energy behind them, your serpent of fire, is awakening. Isis can help you manage this process so that what you put out into the world comes from a place of wisdom and love, service, compassion, healing, and awareness. One of the first lessons this card offers you is the recognition of your power. It is perilous to underestimate your spiritual power, as you can unintentionally create harm by not realizing that your actions and words have an effect on the world around you, and the effect of those actions and words comes back to you multiplied as karmic return. Serpent of Fire calls you to become aware of your power by having an open and curious awareness and noticing with detachment and clear perception the signs of confirmation that you do have an effect upon your surroundings. You can then manage your power with great wisdom. If you have pulled this oracle along with the Eye of Horus, then you must be particularly careful. Sorry. Everything comes out when I do my reading. Everything comes out. Okay. You have to be particularly careful with your thoughts, asking that any negative thoughts be cleared when you catch yourself thinking in such a way. Your mind has a lot of power in sending negative or vengeful thoughts towards another. Ooh. Girl. Don't be trying to hex your baby father. Hold on. Right? Even if just in a rash moment of anger can be harmful to them. If you catch yourself doing this, it is extremely wise to go into your heart and apologize to them and send them love. Even if it's just someone walking down the street or driving a car, and the entire process happens in only a matter of seconds. The second lesson of the Oracle of the Serpent of Fire is to trust in the process of the inner fire and what is being burned away. Just as the serpent sheds the skin to reveal itself anew, there are changes happening inside of you, and some old identities, beliefs about yourself, and others' old habits or patterns of behavior that will not survive the growth into the new expression of you. Whilst you will likely be happy to let those go, there can be uncertainty and a sense of not knowing who you are anymore as you transition between the old and new expressions of yourself. This is a sign that you are growing in a profound way, and rather than something to be avoided, it can be embraced as a confirmation of this growth. Lady Isis, priestess of the serpent sisterhood, understands that in the growth of spiritual power, old forms are burned away to allow for new life to emerge. It is safe to trust that any endings or discomfort as the familiar begins to make way for the unfamiliar in your life now are signs of your growth and are to be celebrated. It is wonderful. Oh, wait, where's the incantation? My eyes burning. Hold on. Serpent of fire, arise above, filled with unconditional love from the base of my spine to my heart. Your ascending fire now does start. Wait, where's the card at? Right? To cleanse, to release, begin. Rebirth of myself now from within, from my heart to the crown of my head, burning away energies, dying or dead, igniting new life, new love, new fire. Serpent of fire, rising higher. Yes, yeah, that was wonderful. That hit it home. That was the underlying thing. That's the underlying thing. Burn it down. Serpent of fire. Kundalini energy. Right? Getting used to your new self. The brother said he said, yo, you look like a superhero. He was like, real talk, that's a compliment. I'm like, nah, like, yeah. And then I'm realizing I got the colors on of Wonder Woman. I mean, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or nothing, but I'm realizing this is the colors of Wonder Woman. Okay? And that movie is about to drop too. I can't wait to see that. I ain't get to see Doctor Strange yet. I'm falling behind. I can't even watch the Decoded yet by KT yet. I got to watch the movie first. I digress. I wanted to read from that spiritual warrior real quick. Right? Let's see. Okay. I done did I don't know how many takes. Okay? This book right here. Okay? They must not want me to share this. This book right here, especially for the divine feminine. I mean, it'll help you out so much when you feeling weak. When you feeling like, I just want a booty call. I'm going to call somebody over. Somebody. Nah. Hey, go turn it over. See? My son. Okay, but you got to be quiet. Come. That means you got to shush. Okay? Stay right here, but you got to shush. Okay? Stay right here. See? Come on. See? Okay, say hi.
Hi.
Okay? Now, good night. Go ahead. Go. See, I let you say hi. See? Okay. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. We are accountable, okay, for our actions. And like I said, people say, okay, this is talking about spirit possession, right? And people will say, well, it was the devil that made me do. Although they may explain truthfully that their behavior was beyond their control, they forget that they did make prior choices that led to this condition in the first place. Negative forces are attracted wherever there is a receptive lower consciousness. And that's also what's saying there's the responsibility of what you say, what you think. We are responsible for our own selves. Okay? You can't say the devil made me do it. Now, if we do not give and receive love in a natural way that is in alignment with our spiritual birthright, our love turns into lust, which forces us to act in ways which we would not normally accept. Because we feel forced, we become depressed, demoralized, and unfulfilled, and consequently we become angry. Deep down, we know that lust can never fulfill us, but we become addicted. It's a vicious cycle. The more we give into lust, the more we grow accustomed to it, and the greater becomes its demand. Right? It's just like taking a drug. It's just like taking a cigarette, taking your first drink. Cigarettes was nasty the very first time I smoked cigarettes. But then, peer pressure, like, oh, you get used to it. It's going to be nasty the first time. Don't worry, da-da-da-da. And then your body starts becoming accustomed to it. It is becoming accustomed to the filth. You know what I'm saying? That you're partaking in. And then it becomes a habit, right? And then you convince yourself that you need it. I need a cigarette after I eat. I need a cigarette when I drink coffee. Things like that. I need a cigarette after sex. Things like that. You convince yourself because it's a habit that you have become accustomed to. That is something that you're used to. But that wouldn't have happened if when the first time you tasted it and it was horrible, you would have just let that shit go. You know? Okay. What about, wait. So many. Okay. Each challenge simply becomes an opportunity to use the mastery we have developed. If we have such mastery, God will always give us an opportunity to practice it. If we really want to love God more and more, He will give us many challenges and tests that allow us to grow. If our mastery is weak, or if our motivations are mixed, we will not pass these tests and will quickly revert to our bad patterns. Real talk. The other day I was in the bodega, and you know how they call your sandwich and like, oh, turkey bacon and da da da, and I was like, ooh, turkey bacon. I was like, maybe just get it one last time, and I was like, no reverting, no reverting back. And I was proud of myself. I was like, yo, what is going on? What was that momentary battle with myself? And it was literally a battle for me not to order a turkey and bacon and whatever, right? Okay. First of all, we must become more willing to abide by the laws of the spiritual world. We must also associate with spiritual people who can guide us and remind us of our commitments. It's true. Birds of a feather flock together, right? Even our closest friends may prove to be obstacles. Our own husband, wife, or children may stand in the way. Their resistance may become so intense that every time we engage in spiritual activities, they complain. Why are you always reading spiritual books? Why do you always meditate? Right? Why do you just want to go and pray or chant whenever we want to do something? Okay? Okay, yeah. And it's true. It's true. My daughter, just before I was putting them to bed, and she was like, I said, yeah, because I got to do a reading, you know, it's getting late anyway, go to bed. Why you got to do a reading for? I said, because I feel like it. It's just because I feel like it. I can't do a reading, you know? Okay, this is why we should remain calm if we have no money, no food, nobody to talk to most of the time, nobody to laugh with, or nobody with whom to share our lives. This has all been arranged by the Lord. And there's a reason for the situation we are facing that is higher than we can discern. If there were no greater reason, God would be making a mistake in our circumstances. If we accept that proposition, then we must believe that God acts foolishly and cheats us something. No, it is we who make the mistakes, not the divine. There is a divine order in the apparent inequality of one person's great abundance and another's unending misery. Hold up, I gotta get another tissue. I'm sorry. Wait, I can't remember. But I watch if you see the poop shots. I don't know what just happened, yo. All this mucus is just coming out. But it's good. I gotta let it. Yo, look at this. Wait, I gotta. Look. Crying and everything. I'm telling you. Like Bonnie from Vampire Diaries. Anytime she do spirit work, or the witches do spirit work, bodily fluids start coming out. Blood, you name it. You name it. Every time. For me, I feel like it's kind of almost like a distraction. But everything, I guess the energy starts flowing within me. It just starts flowing, so it's breaking up anything. All the toxins is coming out. You know, and I'm sorry. I can't. I don't want to stop the video. Okay. That's true. It's just like saying that the divine made a mistake with you. It's not that the divine made a mistake with you. There's no way, you know. Divine order, exactly. The Lord notices what we do with what he gives us. He also wants to see how we behave if he takes something away. Sort of like Job, right? What else? Really want, yeah. But that's, and it talks about our physical bodies, how it's a prison suit that we in, and we fall in love with the prison suit, and that's where the problem stems from, right? We must experience that which we reject or condemn in order to evolve. Wow. Wow. Now that's something too. If we demonstrate a lack of respect for the opposite sex, we must come back again as the other sex. Okay, this one. Same thing. The most racist people, hold on. The most racist people now may be reborn as members of the race they abhor. Many slave masters or people who were involved in the slave trade have had to reincarnate in black bodies to help counteract what they have done, just as many Nazis have returned as Jews, and many early American settlers have come back as Native Americans, which made me think about, I think his name is Uncle, the character in Boondocks. I think his name is Uncle Buttkiss, and how he just abhors his own people. He hates his own skin. Hates his own skin. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, that would make totally sense. Maybe he was a white person. Maybe he was a slave owner in his past life. You know what I'm saying? Wow. But I thought that was a good point to bring up. What else? But that's so far, But it's just this book right here will help, especially the divine feminine, especially in foregoing and sacrificing those carnal needs. You know what I'm saying? For this union, we're gonna have to if you choose, that's your choice. That's your personal choice. But a lot of us have been basically, like a coworker to me was like, what? 3 years? What? Like, what? Oh, so you're celibate. I was like, oh, I hate using that word. But I guess you could say that. People look at you cockeyed, but don't worry about that. Don't worry about what other people feel, what other people think. Don't worry about you feel like, damn, everybody else is getting, but I'm not. You are on a path that is specially geared just for you. It's your formula that you have to work out. Okay? Everyone is not going to reach there in a certain... Everyone can't travel the same road. There will be traffic. Right? So you have to stay on your path. You have to look at the dawn. Again, the dawn, the new day, right? The transformation that's coming in. The beautiful flowers that are coming your way. Stop and smell them. Stop worrying about what you don't have and be grateful for what you do have. Because it's the perfect time. This is the perfect time. It's the perfect time. Whether you're with them or not, whether you've got the perfect job or not, whether it doesn't matter. The perfect timing is right now. Right now. Stop and play with the babies more. Play more with the babies. They want to have a silly conversation about frogs. Indulge them. Indulge them. Okay? Why? Because the king and queen are in balance. Most definitely. Alright, I'm going to end it. I don't want to bore y'all. But like I said, I feel charged. I had a good night tonight. I had a little interaction, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for that interaction. Most definitely. And I feel like there's going to be times for more interaction. So I just want to prepare myself and just continue to stay focused. I don't want to get beside myself. Stay focused. All right, peace and love. And I'll see y'all next time. I'm grateful for all the comments, all the love. You know, I love how, like I said, my comment section is like a chat room. Sometimes I'm able to reply, sometimes I'm not. But know that I see all the love, and I see the love that you guys show each other and how you build up each other. It's not just about me. I'm seeing that, even like I said in the comment section, y'all replying back to each other is beautiful. It's one love. This is what is needed. It's a community thing. It's a collective thing. So peace and love. Enjoy y'all week.